Well, hello, and welcome back to Idle Kingdom Defense. So today, 24,030. And of course, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and you know it, I know it, everybody knows it. Make sure you ring that bell for me. So the expedition has been expedited. Yeah, Portal, I just swept Portal today, I wasn't going to deal with it. This is actually the hardest Portal because of the ogres, so screw them. Screw the ogres. And Total War has been swept, obviously. The state of Total War is we are bricked at 11.5 in lightning and 11.6 in ice. So we just need to get more damage. My favorite thing. Archer's Store has been purchased. Astrology, well, I forgot to astrologize. We will correct that. And then after this, you know it and I know it, it's time to purchase some heroes. So, that said, how are you doing today? I do hope everything is going well for you. Obviously, yesterday we had a bit of a snafu. We missed some of these. I did have an interesting discussion in the comments about somebody who accused me that I knew nothing about this game. And it was about the RNG of the game. And so, I can't tell you when it deviated, and it was a long time ago. It could have been something I did to cause it to deviate, to be honest. But I'm pretty sure I was running like the same battle over and over again. And I was able to get the warriors to deviate, from the same thing. It didn't happen immediately. It happened like 5 minutes into the battle. So I'm assuming that yes, while the RNG is fixed, depending on your device and things like that, it can deviate. It's actually, I think, really hard, even with the fixed RNG in this game, to make sure everything always happens the same. I think that's actually a really hard thing to do, just because your computer's constantly doing background tasks and things like that, and you're going to say, well, how could a background task affect it? And it would have to do with race conditions. So, like, if something slows down in the game and the game is not frame capped, it can have other effects on the game. I don't know a lot about the engine they use, which is Coco, I think. So I can't comment on how. I do know that, yes, you're right, they do have a fixed RNG. If you restart the same battle at the beginning, it will be the same every time. And even if you, like if Evan shoots something, it'll hit the same monsters every time and miss the other ones at the same time. That is 100% true. But there is some, as the battle progresses, I have noticed that RNG does deviate, and I want to say it takes at least 5 minutes. But anyways, I just felt like attacked when somebody said that. It's like, no, I know how the game works. I understand what you're saying. I just, I've seen it. But again, it does take a long time for it to deviate, and it was something I was like trying to finish, like a specific portal or a specific Total War that I kind of noticed. That I'm like, wait, that didn't happen last time. So I was just offended that somebody was like, well, you don't know how this game works. It's like, yeah, I do. I know what you're saying, but I have seen it too. And again, I don't remember the conditions of why it deviated. It could have been something that I did inadvertently. Like maybe I accidentally, did something as innocuous as requeued Tristan and Luke's buff, 1 second earlier. That would be enough, in my opinion, to shift the RNG. But I don't think I did. I think it was just trying something and I was confused. Like all of a sudden, like, one of the warriors, like, ran over towards the castle, and I'm like, well, that didn't happen before. Okay. But again. Yay, defense. It was a long time ago. It's possible I could be misremembering, but I'm pretty sure I remembered it pretty clearly. Because I was surprised, because the issue, of course, was I was trying to get stuff off the castle. And before I could get things off the castle, something, I was getting to a certain point and it would always happen. And then one attempt, I swear, was different, where the warriors rushed to the castle early and picked some of the monsters up. I'm honestly not a huge fan of the Berserk in this game. And defense. Double defense. If only it was double crit damage. And the reason for that is... Well, it was a response to, the player complaints that, hey, like, the battles take too long. And like, my solution was just double everything's damage, you know? Like, if you double everything's damage after, like, a minute or two, it preserved the game for the most part, without, like, changing the game, like, kind of dramatically. That's gonna be close. And let's dismantle. There we go. Just enough to awaken the ring, and let's see what we get. Ignore defense penetration. So no good awakenings again. Oh, and there was one other thing. We'll talk about it after this. So let's see where we're at. 95.95 million. Are you kidding me? 242,000 crit damage. No crit damage. It seems like we're in like a crit damage drought all of a sudden. When it rains, it pours, I guess. And there was something I wanted to point out. So while I have complained about the storage, what I plan on doing is everybody beyond Daniel has no storage. So what I was going to do is equip a ring and an orb to everybody in here. There's 34 heroes, so I can hold 60 items. And with everybody holding an item, I can basically hold 30 rings and 30 orbs. So that's what I was going to do in regards to awakenings and stuff like that when I get 11, 10 cleared. Is I'll just load everybody up in here with one orb and one ring. And then go back and then just sweep 10, 10 over and over again. So that's kind of my plan. That way I don't have to try and sweep and get 9 of each. Because again, we had 3 awakenings in the ring today. Because it was at 49. I think. I don't know. I know that there are certain things, like for example, if we didn't awaken the ring, like we didn't have enough to awaken the ring, I would have had to awaken a ring tomorrow, and getting 6 levels on the ring is not a far cry. But, we'll see how things happen when we get there. But that's sort of my plan. But that said, we're already out of time. Now, of course, Vincent's going to get some monster levels here because we kind of neglected him. So let's see how much he gets today. You can see that we still have 4 billion soul stones left over. And Vincent, how many levels was that for Vincent? 129 levels for Vincent, and we still have half a billion left over, so he'll get some more tomorrow. We're not going to be able to level the castle today, unfortunately, so the castle will remain at 18.737 million. So, but that said, once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.